So what I have for you guys today is an excerpt from my Baneful Magic class. If you're interested in this class, you can actually get it through my Patreon page, and I'm also going to be putting it up on Udemy. So take a look at it, let me know what you think, and if you're interested, you guys know where to get it. So next what we can talk about is what, if I remember right, is called the Magickal Dart. I don't remember where I learned this from. It was probably from one of those many books back there, but this was years ago, but it always stuck in my mind. And it is a great example of how you raise energy. So in all of my other classes and in a lot of my videos on my YouTube channel, what I have talked about is how to raise energy. And in this case, when we're talking baneful magic, good point. When we're talking baneful magic, we need to get that feeling. Well, how do we want to feel if we're trying to get something away from us, to banish something out of our lives, right? We can't do it feeling all happy-go-lucky and whatnot. We need to get a little mad, right? So, in this context, what you would do with a magical dart is you would have your entire ritual space set up. I'm talking casting a circle, calling the four quarters, stating your intention of what you want to do, which would be to send a magical dart at your target, at insert name here. And you would have your psychic link in the middle of your altar along with all your other trappings and, bells and whistles and goodies. So then when it came to the idea of raising energy, I want you to sit down or sit or stand, whatever's comfortable, and think of everything that has made you mad. Every single thing that you can think of that has made you mad. You sit or, be in a meditative state, and you would close your eyes and you would think of every single thing that made you mad. And I don't want you to just list it off, like that one time that guy cut me off, or the one time I was in line at the grocery store behind some super old lady who decided to pay with nothing but dimes and nickels. I'm talking about really feel it. What was it like to be cut off? What was really like to be behind that old lady at the grocery store? What was it like that one time that you had like the worst fight of your life with someone? Any of that angry stuff. Play them like movies in your head. Get angry. Get mad. Feel all that boil up. And it's almost as if, like, if you've ever been super mad before, you feel like you're going to burst, right? And that's what I want you to get at. I want you to feel it. Feel it in your bones. Feel it in your toes. Feel it in your hair. From bottom to top, everywhere. Feel so mad that you just want to explode effectively. Now, the key here is when you're thinking about all those other stuff, all those things that make you mad, do not think about anything that has to do with your target, okay? Every other thing that has ever made you mad that doesn't have to do with the target, you think about that stuff, and then when you feel like you are full to bursting, that's when I want you to focus on that psychic link and that target of yours and release it all in there. So when you shove your hands down at it, what I also want you to picture is give the name, a dart. You can have it just shaped like a general triangle, you can have it shaped like a dart, you can have it shaped like an arrow, what have you. I want you to visualize that thing, whatever that projectile is, going right into the psychic link that you have set in the middle of your altar. Now, what this should do is it's going to send energy to your target, of course, baneful energy, right? But it is also going to release all of that negative energy that you have been feeling, that you built up. Because it's almost a way of displacement in psychology. It's when you're mad at one thing, but you take it out on another. Or when you have feelings about one thing, but they come out in a different situation. That's displacement. And that's basically what we're doing. We're displacing all this other energy that has nothing to do with that person on that person. And in a way, focusing on everything else that made you mad is going to kind of exhaust you, and thus that target of yours is no longer going to make you mad. Now, what does this kind of do, right? This not only, it releases your attachment, it releases your anger towards that target. So it's basically like when you build up all that anger and you send the dart at your target, then effectively you're not going to be mad about it anymore. It's a way of finishing the job. Done. I've done my work. I've said my piece. And this target of mine is done, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So the magical dart is a really effective way of not only pushing the energy towards the target and, then having it play out as it will, but it also releases you from that negative attachment and any anger that you have had towards your target, so then you can move on and get on with your life and don't worry about this person that has been bothering you, because the boot does not concern itself with the affairs of ants. Thanks for checking out my video. If you want to learn more from me, I have a lot of classes on Udemy. You can find the links to a lot of those in the description. If you want to check out my books on Amazon, I have Creating Consciousness, Magical Mechanics, Magical Theater, Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Movement, which is an update and expansion upon Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Mastery, which is a combination masterwork of Magical Theater and Magical Mechanics, and The Guide to the Spheres and Beyond. You can also find me on Facebook at Magickology YT. You can email me at priestofthenecro@gmail.com, and you can even check out my Instagram, which is Magickology. And good hunting.